Ah, o professor. Hello, my teacher.
Hello.
Most venerable Thubten Rinpoche. How are you?
Oh, you read the Jume, no Jume, Gyuto.
Gyuto. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That is two monasteries are different.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
I saw it's Jume Kerumse, no Gyuto. It is Gyuto from Dharamsala.
Gyuto. Yes. Sorry. We're going to correct that. I hope we have second meeting, then I can do everything right. So how are the things in Italy?
I hear good.
Okay. So tell me, what's the difference between Gyume and Gyuto?
No, nothing. Gyuto means up. Gyume means down. The down monastery, up monastery. That's it.
So same monastery actually.
Yeah, same. Yes, same.
Okay. So, teacher, how do you see the Vajrayana? What is the main characteristics of Vajrayana path?
What? Sorry, repeat again.
What is the main characteristic of Vajrayana path?
Vajrayana.
Yes.
Okay, I will tell you the after.
Okay.
So how long? 1 hour is okay.
1 hour, fine. Very nice.
We do talk little. Then after you question answer can be no.
Okay.
Yeah. So can I start?
Please. We are waiting for you.
How many people you are?
Oh, we are going to have now, let me see, how many now? 23 now, but it's still coming. Okay.
All right. Number okay, so firstly, I have to tell that my English is absolutely not good.
It's okay.
But it is no choice. Here is no translations, nobody. And then my friend requests, then I can't say no. So I have to use my not good, but I have to use that. So therefore, please be patient.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. So, and first, I like to say, we have special argument or no?
No. We have your exposition. Then later we have question answers. Just that.
Okay.
Question answer.
Okay. For some introduction, little bit. What is Buddhism?
Okay. Thank you.
You know, Buddhism is a Tibetan called Nangpa. Nangpa means inner practitioner. So that is meaning of the Buddhism, the inner practitioner. And non-Buddhism is an outer practitioner. So it means, Buddhism means, you know, Buddhism and non-Buddhism, everyone looking for happiness. You know, all sentient beings, even insect, they're moving. Can you hear me?
Yes, I am putting here what you are saying. I'm translating to them into Portuguese.
Okay.
We can see
So,
here.
okay, whatever, all sentient beings are looking for happiness, and Buddhism and looking happiness from inner, and non-Buddhism looking for happiness external, outer. So that is Buddhism and non-Buddhism. For example, Buddhism believe karma, and karma is on the quality of the, how to say, on the power of the on the mind. So the on the mind is inner, inside of our body. So therefore, we're looking in, cause of the happiness, looking from inner. So therefore, Buddhism. And the other who like Christians and Hinduism and Muslims, they are looking for happiness from to God. God is outside. So therefore, Buddhism and non-Buddhism, yeah, that is different. Buddhism looking from the happiness from inner, inside. So therefore, when you start to looking inside and then you start to meditation, then Buddhism, important Buddhism, Buddhism view and Buddhism characteristic. Two things are important. What is Buddhism view and what is Buddhism characteristic or behave? Yeah. So Buddhism view is interdependent. Everything, all our happiness or our sufferings, whatever, everything, and dependent cause, so interdependent. So dependent each other, dependent and cause and result. So that is Buddhism thought, or that is Buddhism view. So Buddhism characteristic, or can say Buddhism view, no, Buddhism behave. Behave is to do benefit for other. There is many logical reasons, benefit for other. If you don't, when can you do HMS, can you help to other? If you don't, if you can't, and then you don't harm to others. So that is Buddhism characteristic. So these two things are important. Then Buddhism, to help other or don't harm other, it means we have to change our attitude, or we can say our behavior. So we need to change our behavior. We need to change our behavior. It means control to our mind. We have to control our mind, our consciousness, mental consciousness. So to control consciousness, we have consciousness, three different of the consciousness. It is gross level and middle level and subtle level. So to control gross level, which is, consciousness gross level means we look for five sense consciousness. We're looking form, and then our mental follow that. Oh, that is a nice color, nice shape, that beauty, that beauty. So that is gross level. And then music, and then the odor of the smell, and then taste, and then touch. So that is the 5 consciousness of the sense consciousness, and then our mental follow of them. So that is very gross level. So that kind of consciousness have to be controlled, and that kind of consciousness control, and then we engaging, engaging Buddhism, and that is Hinayana Buddhism. The Hinayana Buddhism is for control for our gross level mind, our gross level thought. So that is, so Vinaya, kind of Vinaya, not killing, not stealing, not, this kind, no lying. So this kind of very gross level. So gross level consciousness control, and then Buddha teach to the Hinayana level, very gross level mind control. Second one, middle level. Middle level, we understanding something is a hiding phenomena, like impermanent and emptiness, and then which is we can't see our sense consciousness, and then with logically, with the thought, for example, to reincarnations, life before, subtle impermanent, and then all these things we have to know with the logic, with the logic. So therefore, and this kind of mind to control, and then we have to control. We engage to engage to Mahayana. Mahayana, the gross level is how to say, Buddhism have 4 classes. How to say, Savatantrika and Vibhashika, no? So this two class is a Hinayana class to gross level control. And then, the Chittamatra class and Madhyamaka class. Madhyamaka class, so 2 class for control our middle level of our mind. So which is, we talk, like middle level mind means, only with the thinking, not looking, only thinking with the logic we understand as a hiding phenomena, knowing. So that kind of consciousness have to control, and with, if you want to this control, then have to follow to Chittamatra and Prasangika. So therefore Mahayana class. So Mahayana class controlling the middle level of our consciousness. Then subtle level of the consciousness, very subtle. Subtle means which is you are in the dreaming, and then the consciousness of in the dream, consciousness of final, like death, dying time, where dying time and last moment, and very natural and very subtle one. So this kind of mind to control, and the tantric, only tantric, who you do tantric practice, and then you can control, and you are very subtle mind. Otherwise, in the, Mahayana or Hinayana, any sutra book, you cannot find to control subtle mind. So subtle mind to control can find only tantric, So that is tantric. Tantric means control to subtle mind. So that is tantric. So tantric, Buddhism tantric, and Hinduism tantric, and it's a many different tantric. So now today, so many people just follow to tantric means into Google, and they, there is many Osho tantric, and the Hinduism tantric is completely different, So different, but we have common, many common, like, many of the meditation is to have common, like chakra, first chakra, second chakra, third chakra, fourth chakra, 5 chakras, 7 chakra, 8 chakras, all these chakras, and fire pujas and meditate, many common. But what is different of Buddhism tantric and non-Buddhism tantric? The Buddhism tantric, you have to be firstly and renunciation and bodhicitta and wisdom to knowing emptiness. So these 3 things are you have excellent. These 3 things are you have excellent. You have these 3 things are preparation. And then you take initiation and flow to tantric, and then you do meditation. That is your Buddhism tantric. You don't have these 3 things. You don't have renunciation, you don't have realizing emptiness, and you don't have bodhicitta. And then all life you recite mantra as you never becoming Buddhism tantric. So that is, Buddhism tantric and non-Buddhism tantric. That is different. So I think I talk a lot. Yeah.
No, that's okay, teacher. That's very nice teaching, by the way. Oh, these 3 levels of consciousness is very nice. Oh, that's.
I something I give some point, some point. I hope you understood. Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's very nice. How do you connect that with the Utipati Krama and Sampana Krama? How do you connect that with the generation stage and conclusion stage? Completion stage and generation stage.
Yes. So Buddhism tantric have 4 levels of the tantric, and the last one, the person, the last one, highest tantra. Highest tantra, you have highest tantra in the father tantra and mother tantra, and both, how to say, non-duality tantra, and you have this kind of father tantra, mother tantra. And father tantra also have, so both father tantra and mother tantra both have two levels, 2 classes. It's the generation stage and accomplishment stage. So that's different. Generation stage means it's a kind of meditation. It's not a reality, not real. There is not, how can say, it's making very basic. It's making very transform to our death consciousness, to our, 2, 3 kayas. Our death, ordinary death to supreme death to transform. And ordinary pardo or to, ordinary death to Dharmakaya, to transform to Dharmakaya. ordinary, intermediate state transformed to Sambhogakaya. Ordinary rebirth, transformed to Nirmanakaya. So it means it's a very basic making foundation, tantric foundation. So that is we call generation stage. And accomplishment stage means there is five difference, isolate body state, isolation mind state, isolation speech state, and then the illusion, clear light, illusory, and how to say, the union of the illusory and clear light, and then the state of the tantric Buddha, enlightened state. So there's five difference. So therefore, first generate state means it's very basic, it's making foundation. And the accomplishment means you on the path and result. So that is different.
Path and results, right?
Yeah, path, yes, path. You can see, like I talked earlier before, 5 states. So like, final I talked to union, clear light and illusory body, union. The union have 2 different. One is two different. One is common union or non-common union. So common union means it's a common, or we can say the path, the union of the ground.
Solo, okay.
Union of the ground and the union of the enlightened. So union of the enlightened, and that is Buddha state. So therefore, you can say accomplishment state, including path and result. Result means it's also enlightenment state is including the accomplishment state. So that is all this tantric. Yep.
Okay. We have here, teacher, our friend Lobsang Chuni.
Who? Lobsang Chuni.
Yes. Where is Lobsang Chuni? Where is he? Not here. I think he was here before.
Hello, Rinpoche.
Oh.
다시 내래. 보기 지금에.
Devo.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, Lobsang Chuni, do you have questions for our teacher? Most venerable.
Oh, Chunila, please tell me.
Okay. Maybe, teacher, if you could talk about how to recognize the object of negation, and how do you connect that with Tantra?
Okay. First one, how you
recognize the object of negation when you're trying to meditate. Yeah, when you're trying to meditate on emptiness. So how do you recognize the object of negation and then connect that with Tantra?
Okay. So that is very important in the Buddhism, how to say, to recognize emptiness. You have to be, if you engage in Tantric, and definitely, and you have to know what is emptiness. All tantric tantric is built from to empty, to knowing emptiness. That is very busy. If you don't know emptiness, and then your tantric is not absolutely not successful, any kind of meditation. So therefore, it's definitely we have to know what is emptiness. To know emptiness, and then first, and we have to be recognized negation. This is for many points. Is one important point is in the Shantideva books, and without you recognition and negation, and then you cannot be rich. Emptiness cannot recognize emptiness. For example, they told me they told example, when someone play to how to say argo, you have to be target there. You have to realize where you have to point. So similar. So therefore, it's very important to realize negation. So therefore, Buddhism emptiness means not talking just empty. So not talking just empty. First, we are, how can I say, we have so many lives we have habit or attitude of the independent. So we have independent thought automatically. Any kind of appear to us is appear independent. So what is independent? Independent, we have to realize what is independent. Independent means to our, nothing depends, automatically. So we appear to phenomena are inherent phenomena. So everything appear from, the inherently from object. So that is appear of the independent. So we have to realize that is when we have to recognize that negation, and then we put ourselves logic. When we realize that dependent is not exist independent, but appear to our mind. Always appear to. So appear to us and then create problems. So that actually is not exist. So not exist, and then why not exist? Then we have to be put many logic reasons. For myself, not exist. Independent I not exist because it is interdependent, or can say another many. Logics. They are in the Madhyamaka. In the Madhyamaka, they have 7 different logic. In the book of the Nagarjuna, 5 different of the reasons. So many of different. So therefore, important that point. Yeah.
So we have these 7 types of logics. So teacher, there is a connection between Sutrayana and Vajrayana in this point?
Yes, Sutrayana, this is true. Emptiness, how to be realized. Emptiness is all this from Sutrayana. So Sutrayana is like cows. And then Vajrayana is result. So preparation, or Sutrayana is preparation, and Vajrayana is result.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Teacher, there is a text from Thubten. It's called Tantric System. What could you tell us about this text a little bit?
Which book?
The book of Thubten, Tantric System. right? We have there Kidrupchi, the student of Lama Tsongkhapa,
Yes.
talking about the Vajrayana path. Could you give us some thoughts about this book?
I don't have these books, Kidrupje books here. Only I have Tsongkhapa books. So Kidrupje book, the exactly name I want to know. Do you have the Tibetan name there?
No, it's okay if you talk to us about the Nanin Shemo, the great exposition of Vajrayana path of Lama Tsongkhapa. It's even greater if you can talk about that.
Yeah.
So what? Okay, please.
You know, it's a if Lamrim Chemo is a Lamrim Chemo, Lamrim.
No, it's Nagrin, the tantric path.
Okay, yeah, Nagrim, yeah. Nagrim, okay. Nagrim and Lamrim is two different. Lamrim means a sutra, part of the category of the sutra, and Nagrim means category of the is a tantric. So Nga means tantric, Rim means deep, is a gradually. So Ngarim Chemo, that is Ngarim Chemo is the introduction of tantric of the Lama Tsongkhapa. And Ngarim Chemo, yes. So first, preparation is important. Buddhism is mainly preparation. Tantric preparation is Lamrim. So Lamrim, there is 3 points, 3 scopes: small scope and middle scope, and the great scopes. So when you finish great scope is Bodhicitta and 6 perfections. After that, and then you want to engage Buddhism, and then you have to find correct teacher. First, correct teacher is very, very important. It's completely different than sutra. And sutra without teacher, and you can learn. But tantric is without teacher, you cannot learn. If you learn, you do meditation, as nothing happen, nothing change, nothing benefit. So therefore, for tantric, definitely you have to find one and correct teacher. With the correct teacher, and then you take one initiation of the tantric. So initiation means is a permission to engage in tantra. After initiation, and then you learn. You can learn. You engage to Buddhist tantric books. You can read, can learn, and then they must with the teacher can take introductions. So therefore, and for tantric is very, very important is a correct teacher. So therefore, it's completely different. Yes, also for sutra, also important tantric, how to say teacher, but tantric without teacher is nothing can do. So therefore, is for example, you read to Milarepa books, and you read to Milarepa's teacher Marpa's story, and Marpa's teacher is Naropa, and Naropa Telopa, to look those his story, how important Lama. And then also Atisha story, Atisha, how to respect to his teacher Sedlingpa. So tantric is mainly teacher is very important. Yes.
Is it possible to learn Vajrayana from outside the monastery? Is it possible to learn to practice Vajrayana outside of the monastery of Gyuto and Gyume?
Yeah, you can learn. You can learn outside of the monastery, of course. You know, only monastery Gyuto and Gyume. What is they're engaging because they need diploma. The diploma only give this. You know, is a diploma. They give these two monasteries. That is how to say, it's a Tibetan historically famous monastery. So therefore they give diploma. You know, I'm Gyuto Geshe means, and then everyone trust. I'm Gyume Geshe, Tantric Geshe, and then everyone trust. So if you know, of course you can learn out of the monastery also. Yes. Tradition, you know, is a Gyuto Geshes go Gyuto and Gyume is traditionally. Yes. Also future, you know, future they can, you know, Geshes go Gyuto and Gyume, and then they can get more, how to say, more position. There is many positions to go Gandhin Tipa or something highest position. You go, you can do different monastery about this kind of. So, yeah.
What, teacher, what are the subjects that the person studies in the Gyuto and Gyume? They finish the Sutrayana in the, for example, Ganden Monastery or the monastery or Siraji Monastery, then they enter in the Gyume or Gyuto, and then what
Yes.
they study there? What are the subjects?
The subject is many books there. In the first is the generate stage. You have to be all Guya Samaja. Guya Samaja, there is Guya Samaja commentary. So Lama Tsongkhapa's the Kitubjes Guya Samaja Guya Samaja book, and Kitubje Guya Samaja, the generation stage of the Kitubje book. So this one you have to be, and then also you know, generate stage, three different of the commentary. One of the Guya Samaja, and the second of the Hiruka generate stage is Lama Tsongkhapa's commentary, and then the Yamantaka Guya Samaja commentary. So this meant these three books. Then after that, accomplishment stage, which is Ngarim Chemo, Lama Tsongkhapa's book, and Ngarim Chemo, and Ringasaldun, there is Ringasaldun 2. Then especially Pacific, there is a Delva Shida, 4 commentaries. So Buddha, Bajardhara, the Tantric root book, Bajardhara, there is 18 chapters. 18 chapters of the Tantric Buddha himself is a root book. So that root book, and the Indian masters have 6 different of the commentary. And all of these, Lama Tsongkhapa have 4, Lama Tsongkhapa have 4 commentaries, you know, and especially the Indian master Chandakirtis have Chandakirti commentary, and then Lama Tsongkhapa has 4 commentaries. So it's a big, there is a very famous book which called Tibetan called Delpa Shita. So that 4 commentary, they have to be definitely, they have to be studied.
Mm-hmm. For how long? For how long the person should study that? How long is the program of the Vajrayana in the monastery?
Monastery actually is taking a long time, but we give only 1 year.
Mm-hmm. All 4 commentaries in 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year exactly.
Okay. So therefore, after that, the person studies the pujas, the sadhanas, the mudras. How that continue?
So sometimes they learn not only this. Sometimes they learn pujas, and the puja 2 hours, morning 2 hours, in the midday 2 hours, and evening 2 hours, and the rest of time they have to be study everything together.
Okay. Is there debate? The people debate?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh. How many hours of debate of tantric
All
discipline?
In the Gyuto college there are many hours, but it's a specific for geisha is 2 hours every day.
2 hours of debate. Okay. And what about the retreats, teacher? What about the retreats? The person, in order to teach Tantra,
Yes.
the person needs to complete the retreats, right? If
Yes.
somebody does not complete the retreat, is not qualified to teach, right?
Yes. Retreat. In the Gyuto and Jume, in the Tibetan calendar, every 3 years, we have every 3 years, one time we do one retreat. So 1 year we have Samaja retreat, and next year Yamantaka, and third year is Hiruka.
So there is one, each year there is a retreat for Guya Samaja, then the next year Chakrasamvara or Hiruka.
No each year, no each year. In the monastery organized only every 3 years once.
Every 3 years once. Okay.
Yeah. Personally, you can stay every year. You can do that is okay, but the monastery organize every 3 years one.
Oh, okay. How long? How long does it take? Everybody does it together, or is it individual?
There's, I think, I don't know. It depends that. I think there is 50, 40, 20, 100, this kind of, not many, only
Okay.
Yeah.
Short. Okay, short retreat.
So it depends. Yamantaka, each one you taking 1 month, 45 days, I think.
45 days.
45 for retreat. So wake up early, 4 o'clock morning, until 9 o'clock evening.
Okay. Then okay, very nice.
And four seasons. Is each season 3 hour or 3 hour 4, because sadhana is very long. It's taking to recite mantra is difficult because sadhana is too long. It's taking time.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. So I think we are now reaching the second stage of our meeting.
Okay.
I think we can open to that are watching to to make their questions.
Okay.
Ok. Então, alguém tem... bom, vou parar, vou manter... I can translate or I can put it into written form. So I think better to put this in written form so Rinpoche can read that in English. Perhaps it's better than talking. So, então, alguém gostaria de fazer alguma pergunta para o professor? Pelo menos os monges, conversa com os monges, vai em ordem. Então, Lobsang Choni, você tem alguma pergunta ou podemos passar para o próximo monge?
Pode ir, pode ir.
Pode ir. Então, o próximo agora seria a Nirvana, a Estela e a Loiane. Ou Loiane e Estela, depois.
Professor, eu agradeço, mas eu não tenho perguntas no momento. Obrigada.
Ok. Loiane?
I would like to talk. First of all, thank you very much for being here. I'm very pleased to listen to your teachings and for your time. Thank you so much. I would like to ask about the 7 types of logic that you told us. Maybe you can talk a little more about them, the 7 types of logic.
Okay. That logic, 7 types of logic is how to say in the middle way of the Chandakirti book, and then there is self, checking to self, who I am, where I am. So, and then we appear to our mind all the time, independent I. So independent I, and then is independent I, if exists, and then have to be with our body, or same with the body, same or different, same or different. So the book also talking about, Shinta. Shinta means is in the ancient time they have horse, horse and horse gadi. How to say horse? In India have horse and then behind carry some wheelchair, no wheel.
Okay.
So,
okay.
For example, car, your car.
Chariot, or car. Chariot.
How to say, in the ancient time, horse chair, I think this.
Chariot,
so horse chair, which is a horse chair, is a wheel is a chair, and then, for example, yourself, your body, independent I, with this, we are thinking independent I means my body, and then body is with the form. Body have 5 consciousness, five aggregates: body and feeling and what called perceptions and determinations and consciousness. So 5 different of we have this. So, and then each independent I and a body is the same or different. You take one thing. And then with consciousness, independent I and consciousness is same or different. And independent I and feeling or same or different. So, and then it's one by one, same or different. And all together is one, or, all, group, all this, this part, heap, or together or different. So this kind of 7 parts, 7 different of the checking. For example, independent I and your body is same or different. And if we say it's the same, and then body you have hand and head and then leg, so many of the part. So that way, and I also is like different, you have to be many different of the I. part of your hand eye, part of your head eye, part of your leg eye. And then is, when you cut your finger, and then you have to say one part of the eye cut. So therefore, there is not, one by this kind of logic is 7 different. Then that is the, how to say, Chandrakirti's commentary. And the Nagarjuna commentaries, and your body is depends on 5 elements, earth, water, heat, and wind. So your independent eye, you thinking all the appear all the time independent eye, and independent eye is in your body, your body and independent eye thinking one, thinking same, and then it is earth, it is water, it is fire, it is wind, it is consciousness. So this kind of analyze is the 5 different of the analyze. Yeah. So cannot find. Anyway, cannot find. Definitely cannot find. Yeah.
I understand. Thank you very much.
Stella? Teacher, these nuns has now already 10 years of ordination. They were ordinated in Serajay, and now they completed 10 years of ordination.
Okay. Wow.
So Stella, do you have a question?
Yes. Yeah. Hello, teacher. Thank you very much for your teachings today. We are all very happy. I would like to ask you to talk a little bit about the importance of faith in the practice of Tantra. Faith
practice of?
In the Tantra system, the importance of faith.
Importance of faith, Shirada. Importance of faith. Faith, yes.
Faith. Yeah. So faith is to, faith is many different faith. Faith is some just faith, someone, for example, how to say, shamanism have faith and Hinduism have faith, many faith, and also in the Buddhism have faith. Mainly 2 different of the faith. One is you don't know quality of the object, and then you like too much, you faith too much. That is just faith. So no reason, yes, you have some reason, and that is not correct reason, because I faith, I love, I faith, I like because my parents like, or because my country people like, or because my friends like. So this kind of reason, logic reason, is not correct reason. So this kind of faith, and then it's no good. No good because it's when you get doubt, strong doubt, and then you change that. That faith is not comfortable, but not is permanent, not is for example, in the Tibetan Lama says that kind of faith, like one in the garden, your garden have how to say, mud, it's raining, and then the garden become mud, and then on the mud you put one stick. So that stick is not comfortable. You can follow every direction. So this kind of faith is not stable. So that is real faith to understand and then develop yourself one faith. For example, Buddha's quality, a teacher's quality and tantric deity's quality, and you know, for example, Dalai Lama, and then you follow to Dalai Lama teaching, and then you know Dalai Lama's wisdom and Dalai Lama's compassion, and then Dalai Lama's potentials. So similar your teachers and compassion and wisdoms and potentials, and similarly Buddha, any Buddha teachers. So teachers know qualities. You know teacher's quality, you know the Buddha's quality, and then automatically, very deeply, you have faith, and that faith cannot change. Nobody can change. You know, in the 1959, a lot of lamas, geishas in the prison of China, in Tibet, and they say you have to tell bad things to Dalai Lama and to his two teachers. So they say, accept, you know, my cost of my life. I never tell to them bad things, because they have very stable, very profound faith, because they knows those, you know, the objects or the teacher's qualities. So when we know more quality, and then our faith is very, how to say, fixed, nothing change. So we need that kind of faith. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right.
So, agora a Cibele está presente, quer fazer uma pergunta? Começamos por ela, parte leiga.
Você pode traduzir para mim, professor?
Claro.
Queria saber, na verdade, como é que funciona o dia a dia dentro do monastério tântrico. Então, eles acordam às 4 da manhã e depois fazem sadhana, meditação, classe, aulas.
No, you
como
writing.
funciona?
I think my friend, you writing here is 1969. No, 19. I have not 60, 59.
50. Okay.
Good.
Thank you. Ok. Cibele, pergunta de novo.
Only I know. I don't know nothing the Portuguese, but only I can see numbers now.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Na verdade, é mais uma curiosidade, que eu queria saber como que funciona o dia a dia dentro do monastério tântrico. Que horas eles acordam, eles fazem sadhana, tem aulas,
Mas ele falou,
Mas,
tá escrito aí.
É que não ficou muito claro, tipo, depois eles têm almoço e depois quanto é a rotina no dia a dia, se todos os dias são assim. Mas se ele já falou, então pronto.
Ok, eu vou perguntar de novo. She's asking for some clarification about the routine, everyday routine in the tantric monastery. Which hour they wake up, what they do after they wake up, then they have lunch, what they do after they have lunch, and all these things.
Okay. So in the Gyuto monastery, I have been 6 years there. So every monastery little different rule. In the tantric monastery, and we wake up early morning, normally 4 o'clock, and 4 o'clock, sometimes 4 o'clock, and 4:30 have to be in the prayer room, in the meditation hall, have to be meditation hall in the 4:30, and then 5 o'clock they give tea and bread, so it's morning 5 o'clock, give tea and bread, that is breakfast, and 7 o'clock we finish our meditations, chantings, and 7 finish, and 7 to 8 to 1 hours is break, Then after that, 9 o'clock, we start to class. Then 9 to 10, 11, the 2 hours we have class, philosophy teachings, and someone memorize the root books. And then at actually 12 o'clock, we have lunch. And then after lunch, have also again, 1 hour, 1.5 hours, the puja, we chanting, which is morning we not yet finished, and then we left in the midday. So 1:30, then 3 o'clock again have tea, and 3, 4, 5, 2 hours again we have class. Then exactly 5 o'clock we have dinner, and 6 o'clock we 6 o'clock we start to debate until 8 o'clock, and then 1 hour, and which is in the daytime we memorize, and then some old lamas, they have to many sadhanas repeat, so 1 hour until 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock go sleep. So that is every day.
Pelo jeito eu não tinha falado não, não tá com tanto detalhe assim não. Essa pergunta foi boa.
Thank you.
All right. Obrigado.
Olha só.
Obrigado. I know. Obrigado. Tá bom.
Tá bom, olha só, quer dizer.
Tá bom. Yeah.
So I am going to invite you to come to Brazil. If you continue to be like that, I am going to invite you to live in Brazil because I already know what it is.
We'll see. We'll see.
Quem mais agora que gostaria de fazer pergunta? Quem mais? Etel?
Okay. So you have some question as the last question?
Last question.
Obrigada, professor. Thank you so much for.
Okay.
I would like to, if you could tell us more about the bodhicitta in the Vajrayana, the special kind of bodhicitta that is taught in Vajrayana, please.
Okay. You mean bodhicitta, Vajrayana bodhicitta, no?
Please.
Okay. So a little different, bodhicitta. Bodhicitta benefit for all sentient beings. Therefore, I get enlightened. So that is bodhicitta. Benefit for all sentient beings, and therefore, for benefit for all sentient beings, therefore, I will get enlightened. So that is bodhicitta. So tantric little different. Benefit for all sentient beings. Therefore, I will get enlightened in this life. So we don't say in this life, but in the prayer books you have quickly means in this life. So that is different. Then enlighten, enlighten little different bodhicitta. When you sutra enlighten means, you get the Buddha have 4 different of the body, Sambhogakaya and Nirvanakaya, and Wisdom Kaya and Dharmakaya. So you have 4 different. So you get that is 4. So Tantra is more quality. More quality is, I think, more powerful. There is a Khensur Yala Dinden is, I don't know one by one, but it's a 7 7 quality together. It's a little, it's enlightened little bit more power. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so everyone.
Thank you very much, my teacher. Appreciate so
right.
much your
Okay.
kindness. I hope we
Grazie.
can have another meeting with you in the future. I will be calling you. Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank
Okay.
Okay, please have a long life.
Bye bye,
Thank you.
tutti.
Bye
Ok,
bye.
obrigado. Obrigado.